All right, just got my testosterone injection. The clinic I go to is not too far from the house. I swing by it on the way back, typically from CrossFit. I've got a little bit of a glute issue I'm dealing with, hamstring issue, so I took today off from CrossFit. Just doing a couple of incline treadmill and walks as my workouts for 75 hard. Trying to see if I can't get over the hump with the glute issue. So, let's see, I started when I got back in December, so January, we're coming up into 3 months of doing testosterone replacement therapy. I feel freaking awesome, okay? To say I wake up like a 16-year-old boy with an erection almost every day would be an understatement. Hell, half the time I wake up in the middle of the night, I have an erection. The drive, which was there, but dipped just a smidge, and then I had, like I told you, the very first one, there was a lack of energy. All of that's gone. And Melanie is more than happy with the changes, because while I may have the physical response of a 16-year-old to the testosterone, I don't act like a 16-year-old, okay? So needless to say, that makes a world of difference. Something in the road there, okay. The only side effects so far, I initially had an 8-pound weight gain, which I then took off. My estradiol's up a bit, so they've got me on one pill I'll take tomorrow to bring that back down. We'll retest here before I leave for Europe. But energetically, I feel like the best I've ever felt. Whether it's in my 30s or 20s, however, it's hard to look back and go, I felt my best there. But I feel better than when I did the 2 Ironmen and all the marathoning. I am stronger physically, and I've been working really hard in the gym for the last couple of years. And with the addition of testosterone, I believe that's why I was able to do the 4 days in a row at CrossFit, just to see. When I was the week before my birthday, I've been crushing my workouts. My recovery has been great. My diet I'm staying dialed in on. So right now I have no ill effects from the TRT treatments. And, the reality is the thing most men have to watch out for is the difference between what's normal and optimal. If you're in the low 3s, 200s, and you have a doctor telling you that's within normal range, but you feel like crap, you need a new doctor. Or you need a doctor who is not just looking to check boxes, prescribe medications, but then they don't want to do or recommend TRT. So you've got to take charge of your own health and medical care. And again, not giving medical advice. This is about making decisions for yourself and understanding that where women go through perimenopause and menopause, there is a thing called menopause, and our testosterone drops. And we drop way past what would be ideal. And what we've got is a society that is working against us from a testosterone level. Between the poisons in the air, the poisons in the food, and the artificial stuff that we think is food. So, sleep, exercise, and diet. You want to dial those in, see where your levels get before you go ahead and get tested and or decide to go this route. It makes no sense to do testosterone treatment if you're not sleeping, you're not exercising, and you eat like crap. What's the point? So, something to think about, guys. I just wanted to give you an update, and we'll catch you next time.